Guys, welcome back to Black and White.
I don't know.
I think we're just gonna accept the fact that we're gonna mess it up every now and then. Well, not every now and then, for like the rest of the time.
It's 17.
Are you sure it's 17?
I don't know at all. I don't even know how many episodes we have.
We have at least 16. I know that, but
well, you said 16
two of them,
on the last.
Two of them still need to get out. Yeah, welcome back. We appreciate y'all.
Stain on my hoodie.
It's been a journey. Honestly, I don't know. This might be either 19 or 20.
I don't know. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You said there's 2 that's not out.
Yeah.
Which ones are they? The one last weekend,
and then
the weekend before we didn't do one, right?
Yeah, we did.
Did we? I thought that was the weekend that I missed.
Well, we have 2 of them that I need to get out. I know that for sure.
Let me look.
For sure, I know that.
The last one on here, well, you don't even have them numbered on here. 11, 12, 13, so 14, 15. This is 16.
I didn't number the last 2?
No, you didn't.
Oh my gosh. Slacking. Slacking.
Well, you don't have to number them anymore.
What?
This week was hell. Work was just...
It was long,
cold.
Everything.
On Friday, bro, it just rained so much.
I keep hearing about something about polar or something keep coming.
Yeah, like,
and that's
air's coming from like Russia. It's like moving. That's what people said about the. I don't know how that stuff works, but it's supposed to be like in the 40s, like 4 different days this week.
I just want it to get warm enough and the snow to melt so that we can start playing disco.
Well, the snow's damn near gone. It's just raining. It sucks playing in the mud.
Yeah,
it's so easy to slip.
Well, it's easy to slip and your discs get freaking disgusting.
Yeah. And it's so hard to throw them when they wet.
It doesn't go as far, yeah.
But no, Friday.
I bet you we could probably, if like we really wanted to play disc golf, Highland Park would probably be fun.
Yeah, because I mean they have. Yeah, except for walking up and down them hills.
Yeah.
But no, Friday, I'm telling you, I was so wet. Let me try to make this make sense. I was so wet, I'm pretty sure when the rain was hitting me, the rain was getting drier.
It was making it more dry.
Like I was drying off the rain.
That was nice and cozy in my house.
Yeah, well, my feet are freezing right now.
I bet. I'm sure they're always freezing with them big ass flip flops you got on.
What size shoe you wear?
10.5.
I wear like an 11.5. My feet aren't that much bigger than yours.
It's pretty big.
I think me and Devin wear the same size shoe.
Is Devin here?
No.
Oh yeah.
Unless I don't know. We just watched Deadpool 2.
Yeah, I mean, Deadpool. The Deadpool series is one of those movies that you could just like rewatch as many times as you want, and it's going to be just as good.
I think it's my favorite movie series ever.
Who knows when the next one's going to come out? It's probably going to be
and
a while.
What it's going to be like.
Yeah. Who knows what's going to? That's the thing. Like, you don't know.
Because nobody thought Deadpool and Wolverine was going to be like the next one, especially with the way 2 ended. Nobody thought that it was just going to switch to Deadpool and Wolverine and completely leave out all those people that were just in it.
Mm-hmm.
So is the next one going to be a continuation of 2 with Wolverine?
Who knows?
Because where did that fire dude go? Where did he go? He wasn't in Deadpool Wolverine.
He's just living his life.
Like,
just living his life, trying to be a better person. I don't know, bro. This week has been so tiring. I've been working so much, bro.
Yeah?
I've been working so much. More than, like, I really should.
You think?
Yeah.
But
you know how I've always been, right? Like I feel like I've always like complained about working so much, but then I'll have like 3 jobs at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like having like nothing to do.
that's the one thing for me. It's besides going to the gym,
Yeah.
during the week I don't do anything. Like I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
So I'm complaining about working until 6 o'clock when I'm just gonna be at home laying in bed,
Just sitting there, yeah.
doing nothing.
That's
Because
how
I get on the game, bro, and unless we're playing Madden together,
yeah.
I'm bored in 5 minutes. I can play 1, maybe 2 games online of Madden, and then I just get bored. Like even talking to you guys in Discord,
Yeah.
if we're not playing a game together, I'm like, what's the point of me? Because you guys will be talking about a game you guys are playing, and I'm like,
And you're just chilling there,
I'm like, I don't want to interrupt you guys because you're in the middle of something, but then I'm like, what am I going on about?
I don't know. There is something that needs to grasp my full attention because, like, I don't know, bro.
Well, I can tell you what it's going to be is it's going to be all of us when GTA 6 come out.
That's true.
But I never played the GTA 5 online.
I mean, for like the first year it came out, but now it's not the way it was when I was playing it. It's completely different.
Well, that and it's just like every other game. Like if you would log on right now, there's people that have so much things and so good at the game. It's like as soon as you get in there, people just try killing you. You could be trying to do your own thing and you're dead. Like,
yeah. Well, they have like I guess servers now that you can choose where like if you want to be like role playing and stuff like that, you can do that. Or you could just go in and it's just like a freaking Call of Duty.
They have it on PC, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you're able to do all that like the console edition, but PC is where they're like all the servers.
That's like with PC on every game you could do so many different things like that.
And you know, I've had a PC for a little bit now. I've been playing. I think I just still prefer a console. Only because of like a controller.
Yeah.
Like I know everyone says, yeah, it takes a minute to get it, but once you do it, it's like the better thing to use. But it's just I don't like it.
Well, that's another thing. They're like people are like, oh, whatever if it runs faster or you could move better. I don't play enough games to be like, because everybody wants me to get a PC, and I'm like, I would use a controller.
Like, right.
Why not just play it?
The only reason why you would get a PC is because it has any game ever. Yeah, just ever. You can play anything.
That's the thing. Those games that you guys play, I don't like to play them. So it's like, if I get a PC,
you would still be playing Madden.
Yeah, I would just be playing Madden, UFC, and like zombies. I don't play online Call of Duty.
Yeah, right.
I do zombies, not like with my friends, but like, really, what's the point of me getting a PC to play? I'm not gonna sit there and play DayZ with you guys.
Yeah, right.
I might for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get bored of it and delete it.
That's how I feel about games right now too. Like it's like I just said previously. Like I have to be doing something like always. It's almost like it's like a blessing and a curse, right? Like I have all the energy to do anything I want, but then it's also like I run out of shit to do.
Yeah.
And so back in the day, like games used to like hold my attention for a long time. Skyrim. There was probably like 6 months I didn't play any other game.
Never played it.
I could buy a brand new game. Like, although GTA 6, I think, will hold me for a little bit.
As soon as you beat the story mode, you're gonna be like,
I'm cooked. Yeah, it's done. Like, I just bought a game, and I forget what was it. I didn't buy it. It was on Game Pass. Like Dying Light 2.
Yeah, is that the one?
It's like the parkour zombie game.
Yeah.
It's such a good game. Has so much of a good story, and I'm having fun. I don't want to go back to it. Like it's just I can't hold my attention on things for too long.
There's one game that I've probably played it full ways through probably 4 times, beat it on like every difficulty, just playing around on it, and it's the one game that if I start playing it, I could play it for hours. Is Just Cause 3.
Really? I don't think I've ever played any of those.
I've tried the 4th one. not very good. But the third one, I can play it for hours.
I never knew that. I didn't know that was even a good game.
I mean, some people might not think it is, but I love it. I have it down. That's like one of the only games that I have had downloaded on my Xbox like forever.
Yeah.
Because I'll just get on, destroy some tankers and shit, liberate some provinces or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And just kill people. I have so much fun on it. It's just.
Is it kind of like Far Cry?
Never played Far Cry.
Oh, okay.
So what it is so you're this dude and you travel to this country and it's taken over by a dictator.
Yeah.
And there's all these bases. There's like so many different islands and so many different provinces and cities, and then there's bases. You have to go and they have like oil things. They have like little electrical boxes, and you have to like you go to one base, you have to destroy a certain amount of things like satellites, this, and then you liberate that part. And then the cities, you have to go around and like tear down speakers, billboards, and then there's a prison. So you have to go in there and like unlock jail cells, and blow stuff up and cause havoc in it. Then you have to go raise a flag in the city.
Okay.
But this dude is like Spider-Man though.
Okay.
Because he has these they're metal. What are those things called? Like a thing you shoot and slide with. What are those things called?
Grapple hook?
Yeah, it's like a grapple hook. You shoot it and it pulls you towards it. Or you could shoot it here, hold it in, and then shoot it there, and then you could hold the button and it like pulls it together.
Like slingshots?
Yeah. So, no, like I could hook it to that bookcase and then hook it to the ground and it pulled the bookcase down.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You get, and then, but like I go like this, and then it pulls me towards you, and then you have a parachute and a wingsuit. You could cruise. It's so much fun, man.
Yeah, I've never played it. The basis of the game, except for the whole grappling hook stuff, kind of does sound like Far Cry games because that's what you do. It's like always like some government is running shit and people don't like it, and then you got to go and destroy fortresses and take them over and stuff like that. Just like how you said. But yeah, you're definitely not having like grapple hooks or anything like that.
It's so much fun. But I always end up going back to Madden play a game or two, and then
it's crazy because like, I'm looking over here. I literally have every single new generational console and now a brand new PC. I just don't want to.
I'll be honest, I don't have one yet. Anything. I'm gonna probably wait till the new one comes out.
The Switch,
but when I get a Switch, I'm gonna be on that thing nonstop. Oh, it's so easy.
Yeah, I'm getting a Switch too for sure.
I'm getting better at Mario Kart, so that way I can actually compete with you.
Yeah, the Mario Kart. You beaten me a couple times.
That one night, I don't know what it was, but I was like cooking.
And it wasn't even just like me and you.
It was me, you, and Maria.
And Devin, I thought.
Yeah, and Devin.
And you just were destroyed.
I was so far ahead
far, like not even close to us.
Yeah. It was that night. Because we made a bet where because none of us could beat you and you were at the top the whole time. And then we were like, all right, well, if even one of us beats you, you have to take like 3 shots. And then I locked in.
And I did have to take 3 shots, yeah. Mario Kart's a game that you could just always go to. And I feel like if I didn't don't get me wrong, I love the story games, like the single player story games. But I feel like if I didn't play with friends, I probably wouldn't play games as much.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I don't like I was on Madden and I was on like hooked for it for a while and I was playing the seasonal thing. I'll never get back on.
No, you won't.
I'll never get back on that campaign. The only time I'll play Madden is if Scott says get on Madden or if you say get on Madden.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get on there because I always used to play the career.
Yeah.
But now I'll get on. If you guys are on, I'll play you obviously. But if you're on a different game, I'll talk to you guys and play like 1 or 2 online games.
Yeah.
And like I said, I downloaded UFC 5.
Yeah.
It's
the same as 4 and 3 and 2.
And it's just like Madden. It's just updated roster basically.
Yeah, they really have like It's like they really just have guaranteed money, EA, because they know people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
Every time. They could literally say Madden 26, nothing changes.
Yeah, people
We're
still
just
buy it.
updating the stats of the players. That's it. We're not changing anything else, and we're setting the price to $100. Everyone's buying it anyways. Like
That's exactly what they do. Like they do that without saying it because everybody knows it's the same every year. There's like little tweaks but like I feel like the last 3 or 4 it has been the exact same.
yeah,
Like ever since 2020 to 2020 they did something like with they added some stuff I think, but ever since then like it's like what are they gonna add next?
there's nothing else you could do because if you add something that's unrealistic, it breaks the game. Like
Yeah,
the reason why they're so good is because you're trying to make it feel like you're
yeah,
actually like controlling these NFL players or these whatever EA sport game it is. So you can't make it fake. But they have it nice because people who love sports are diehard, like they love sports. Where like Call of Duty, people are getting tired of Call of Duty
yeah.
because it's the same situation. It's the same thing over. Yeah, you switch a couple guns. Maybe you switch it where you can dolphin dive or omnidirection. That's so cool. It's the same Call of Duty.
My favorite was still when they had like the jetpacks and you could double tap and go up a little bit.
That was Advanced Warfare.
It was either that or like Black Ops. I don't even remember.
I think it was Modern Warfare. I might be wrong.
Or maybe 3. I don't know.
Or Advanced Warfare. I don't know. I don't know. It's just. I mean, I feel like every game series has like it's just enough is enough.
Yeah.
Kill the game, make something new. And Call of Duty, that's time. I don't wanna be 40 and see a Call of Duty Black Ops 10. Like I don't need that. I would rather you end the whole series on something crazy, a crazy ass story, end that whole thing, and then create a completely new first person shooter. But they're not gonna do it.
I haven't played a Call of Duty storyline since like Black Ops 2, I think.
Yeah, I would probably say Black Ops 2. Yeah.
But as I was saying, that new boss fight, you don't fight any. It's like an artifact. It just sits in the middle and like spins around the laser beams, and you gotta fight that.
Fight a laser beam.
Fight a amulet that's just spinning around.
I've seen nothing about it. I haven't touched Call of Duty since like because one of the episodes I was like praising Call of Duty zombies, not the multiplayer. I haven't touched it.
I still like it. That Citadel de More map. Well, you probably haven't played that, but that was a good map. That was fun.
Yeah.
This new map's terrible.
That's a shame. And that's a shame. I don't know, man.
We need to talk about something.
Hmm.
What you did earlier.
I didn't do nothing.
We have to talk about it, right?
I didn't do anything, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
We have to talk about it.
My intrusive thoughts got the best of me.
We was sitting, right? We stopped and got Duncan for his girlfriend or fiance. I put the cups in my cup holder, and he had the straws in his hand. And this dude, for some reason, takes the straws and starts stabbing my window. Going, it's.
I don't.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
It was just an intrusive thought. The
I
way you
get
handed it to me, I grabbed it. It was like almost, I don't know, like a knife. I just looked up. I was like, I don't know, bro.
like it's at least stab me or something.
I have no rhyme or reason why I did it. I just did it.
Like I do things like I'll do that to like a wall or but you was just like it was,
I don't know, bro. Intrusive thoughts be winning sometimes.
that was I don't know if you can call that intrusive. That was more like what are you doing?
Me and the window had some beef.
But you said it was because of the rain?
Yeah.
Which bro, it's raining right now.
I got annoyed that there was rain on the windows.
This drive home is gonna suck. That's another thing. Why aren't windshield wipers take your whole window?
That's a very valid point. I have no idea. I think this is stupid.
Like why don't they make just one big one that it moves to this side?
Yeah.
And then when it get wet, it moves back and then back and then back.
Oh, instead of going like this, it goes
It's
side
just
to side.
the side of your whole window, and you press the button, and it just moves to the side, and then it moves back.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's even a car that has something like that, like a fancy
I
car.
don't think.
Mm-hmm. You're right. What car would you want if you could get any car in the world? It was free.
Lamborghini Urus.
You knew that so fast.
Oh, bro, I've been saying it for like it's the Lamborghini SUV.
Oh, I didn't know they even had it.
Oh, I'll show you pictures later, man. It's gorgeous.
I'll put a little pop up on the
Gorgeous. You got the blacked out one. They're like, I think they're like 600.
1,000.
They're a lot. Maybe not, but they're expensive.
gosh.
Obviously, and everything Lamborghini's expensive.
I know.
Maybe like 250. I don't know, but they're so nice.
Yeah.
This podcast will get me one.
Is that's how you know you made it?
Not that. I guess. I think I know I make it. No, I think what is going to be like, damn, when somebody we don't know walk up and are you from that podcast?
Yeah. Or
I'd be like,
or when we like don't have to work, like this is like our full time job.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to like at least triple my salary probably before we do that.
Yeah, I feel that. I would agree.
Even then, I'd get like I work at McDonald's or something.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, McDonald's?
I just work there.
Like that you would just work there and work there? You're not tripling your salary and working at McDonald's.
Maybe
No,
I'll
you're
work
not.
at like.
No, you're not.
Maybe I'll work at like. Maybe I'll start a business and then we can let all of our other friends work at it. And
I always thought that would be cool, but I feel like it just wouldn't work. I feel like a lot of us don't like to be told what to do.
well, that we tell them what to do. And if we pay them, if we're paying them, we're telling them what to do.
No, I don't like it.
Like we'll do something where, like we'll make like a sweatshop and they have to make our merchandise.
You shut up. Yeah, right.
We'll have Devin, Scott. We'll have them up in the room. We'll make it real hot, and they have to like stitch our merchandise.
No, and there'll be no AC.
Yeah, we'll pay them like $100,000 a year.
There'll be no AC.
No AC. Heat.
The heat's blowing. Yeah. It's the middle.
We'll put that
August.
heater in there, and then the rest of the house will be AC.
My goodness.
And we'll live in like Texas.
That would be really cool.
I do want to go to Texas.
I wanted to move to Texas.
It's just so hot, bro.
It is, but like you would get used to it.
You would, but then it's like, do I want to get used to it?
You get used to it in like a year, and you'd be so tan.
I just wish there was a place where year round it was like 75 degrees with a light breeze.
It's probably like South Carolina,
but they get snow every once in a while, don't they?
Yeah, like north and south is like where you teeter on. Like you still get all the seasons, but like this, like if you get winter in North Carolina, it's like only for like 2 months.
Yeah, and then you get like a hurricane.
Whereas South Carolina, it's like a month.
I think I'd rather deal with a winter storm than a hurricane.
No,
but I mean, Florida just got smashed with snow, I think. So did New Orleans.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier about that polar vortex thing. People are getting smacked. But they like when Florida and Texas get snow, they like shut down. They don't know what to
Well, that's
do.
because they don't have any, like, New Orleans got hit with a big snowstorm, and the
Yeah.
Super Bowl there is there next weekend. And they probably have maybe one plow truck each county.
Yeah.
We have 1,000 for each road,
Yeah.
and they still don't do it.
Yeah.
But like they don't have salt just there.
Just
You could literally just go anywhere in PA
Oh, yeah.
and there's salt. You could go stop at Sheets and buy salt.
Oh yeah.
But
100%.
they don't just have that. They don't have plow trucks.
They don't need it.
Who find me a house in there that has a snow shovel? Like,
bro, wasn't it last year that like Texas got a real bad snowstorm and people were like catching their freaking sofas on fire to stay warm because like
yeah, they don't usually
they
have
don't have heat.
Yeah.
They just have AC. They didn't have heat. That's crazy.
But it's crazy for them. It's like when it gets to like 50, I could be outside without a hoodie on.
Yeah.
If it's 50 down there, they're dressed up in big coats and gloves and socks. Guy I work with went down there and it was like 80 degrees outside and he was outside like sweating. People had hoodies on and stuff.
No, bro.
I'm like, imagine coming back here in December to see your family once you're used to Texas.
Like it's been like 3 years you've been in
Like
Texas.
5.
And then you finally are like, you know what? Let me go see my family.
Yeah, they usually fly out to you. But this time you're going to fly back in, see your friends. It's -6 degrees. You're used to the coldest it's been those 5 years is like 70.
Yeah.
And you get here and you didn't pack your warm clothes. Like you packed your warm clothes, but you're not. Like you're in Texas, you don't have a coat.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't even. I live in PA and I don't even own a coat.
I just use a hoodie.
Yeah. Even at work when it's -2 degrees out,
I got a hoodie on.
I have a shirt, a long sleeve, a hoodie, and then my work shirt.
Yeah.
I get too warm walking around.
It is crazy to like to think how like quickly your body adapts to the environment you're in. Because like although like we're wearing just a hoodie now, if we would go to like Alaska right now, we would probably die in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's another thing. It's like because when it starts getting warm outside for the first like month, it's like then you get used to it.
Yeah.
And then it starts to get cold and it's like, oh my God, it's so cold. But then you get used to that. Then it switches back to being warm. And then I get sick.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. We talked about it on the last podcast, but yeah, I was sick for like fucking.
I haven't been sick since I was sick at the beginning of the month.
I was sick for the entirety of January.
December and January. Beginning of January. I was sick.
Sick of it. I'm sick of being sick.
Yeah. I thought I was getting like pneumonia or something because those times, bro, my chest would just like kind of tighten a little bit. Like I was, and I like, it's not like I couldn't breathe, but you know how you're like sick when you breathe, but you can like feel it.
Yeah.
That's how I was. And I was like, come on, don't get sick. But it's kind of went away. So.
Yeah, man. You see the freaking stuff going on in the world about planes crashing.
That's crazy.
Well,
is it just convenient that there was 2? Because
that's what I'm saying. Like the first one, I was like, that's like sad. That shouldn't have happened. Because they have radio things that tell you when they're or like they have technology that tells you that there's a plane in the area. Well, apparently it was turned off, and that's why they crashed. But then it's like, yeah, that's bad coincidence. Another one happens like the very next week. That's weird.
That I didn't see much more on that. The one in Philly.
Yeah.
But I seen the video. It just literally nose dove.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's so, but I'm telling you, I seen that plane wreck. I've seen it hit that ground. I've never seen an explosion like that. I've seen videos of them dropping bombs, and the explosion was not as big as that airplane.
Well,
and it was only like a 6-passenger airplane because there was like 5 or 6 people on it. It was some girl getting a life-saving procedure or something.
Oh yeah, that fuel they use for airplanes, man. That ain't your regular gas.
We need to get some of that. Put it in your or just dump it on your electric engine.
It probably like melt through the freaking.
Probably. That's crazy. They carry so much too. It's like
Yeah,
There's a
but
big conspiracy, not conspiracy, but kind of going on about what happened with that plane or that helicopter or whatever that wrecked into that plane.
yeah. Well, it makes me nervous because my godmother has invited me to Florida for her. She has a wedding in
Yeah,
November. But
perfect time to
but
go.
if there's planes crashing, I don't want
Well, how many planes crashed last year
like none.
that we didn't know? We might not have heard about
I feel
it.
like
Though.
it's news every single time a plane crashes
I don't
because it
know.
happens so rarely. So it's weird that two happen within one like a week.
Yeah.
Because there's so many like safety protocols that they had to go through before a plane even lifts. Like I saw a video where it was like this like the tip of your fingernail had the tiniest little dent in on the like the fan part of the engine. They wouldn't allow the plane to fly
Yeah.
because of that tiny little nick.
We,
So it's like, how do you miss that your freaking thing isn't working to tell you that there's planes around?
like, yeah, the radar.
The radar thing,
I don't know. Especially with that being a military
yeah,
thing. Like, how do you not know? But you know, like in planes, how there's the windows. Some of them have those little things that look like holes.
yeah,
You know, they are holes.
yeah,
I didn't know. I mean, I knew it for a little while now, but when I first flown, I was like, "What is that?" And then I found out it was a hole.
yeah.
I'm like,
Well, you know why it's there?
"Yeah, it's to keep the pressure
Yeah.
even." I'm sitting there trying to breathe out of it.
You know you're not. Shut up, bro.
No, I flew once and I was fine. It's not for me. I don't think.
Bro,
I think I'll drive.
I've flown 2, 3 times now. The last time I flown
Yeah,
was the worst,
yeah,
bro. There were these kids in front of me stank so bad
yeah,
and were so annoying. And then before the kids got on my nerves, right?
yeah.
And we were sitting down, we're about to take off. The plane just started smelling like smoke, like not cigarette smoke, like something like was on fire smoke. And I was like, "So what is that?" And I'm just trying to breathe, you know. I'm like, "We'll be all right. We're good." And then we lift off. We get up. I'm like, "All right, we're chilling." And it's these kids, bro, that stink so bad. And I kept my calm the entire time. It was me, my gram, and my mom. And I'm already like I'm frustrated because I don't really like to be stuck in like an enclosed place, and that's
Yeah.
literally what a plane is. You're just hey, not only are you stuck in an enclosed place, you couldn't leave if you wanted to. You're there. So the fact that I have to smell this stank ass family in front of me for 3 hours is getting on my nerves. So at the very end of the plane ride, we finally land, and I don't know what's going on, but it's like taking long, like extra long, to get everybody out. And like I'm at my limit. You know me. You know me. Like there's only so much I can handle. I said I stood up when you're not supposed to because you're supposed to go like in order. I stood up when I was supposed to. I was like, I gotta get off this plane. I can't keep sitting here smelling these stank ass kids. I said it so loud, and my mom went, and she was like, You guys were wonderful. You guys were so good." I was like, "These stank ass kids. I need to get off this plane now.
That's
I need to get off this plane. These stank ass kids." I was like, they're making me mad. I felt bad because obviously it's not the kids' fault, right?
Oh, well.
Um, well, it was because they're freaking farting the entire. That's why I stank. They didn't stink because their clothes were stinking or anything. They were just being disrespectful. And I said it so loud, and I felt bad after I got off the plane. But you know, bro, I can only take so much. Like I know I hurt the kids' feelings. I hurt the parents' feelings. The parents didn't say nothing to me, probably because they saw like I was on the verge of snapping on everybody in the plane. But my mom was so embarrassed.
I bet you do that you do that a lot. That's like your goal to embarrass people
I
sometimes.
didn't mean like I can't handle things for so long.
I get the first and only time I flew. Me and Tommy and some of his other family flew down to Florida.
Yeah,
because his mom lived down there at the time. The turbulence on the way down was so bad.
yeah.
It was like the plane was rocking.
You thought it was over?
Yeah. And then on the way back, right? So when we were down there, I think it was when we were in high school. I was like 16 at the time.
Yeah.
Or no, like 14 or 15. I didn't have an ID because I was young.
Yeah.
So when we get down there and we're at the house and I'm looking at my plane ticket back to get back, right?
Mm-hmm.
My name's not right on it. Like
your
my first name and last name are both spelled wrong.
Oh no!
I'm like, if I had an ID and they checked this, they wouldn't let me on the plane, right?
Probably not.
Especially on the way back. You know how bad that would suck.
You'd be stuck. Yeah.
Yeah. If I wasn't 14, and they checked my ID, like I'd have been like, well, I don't have one because,
Yeah.
if I like, they would have been able to check my ID, I would have been stuck in Florida. And then on the way back, Tommy wore this white cutoff because we got sunburnt bad down there, and he had like blisters. The back of his shirt looked like you were shooting him with like yellow paintballs because them blisters were just popping on the plane. But it hurt so bad because I mean, I guess you don't really know how sunburn feels, but
I've gotten sunburnt, but not to the point where it hurt. Like I would just have a little bit of skin I'd peel off, and that's it. Like it would never hurt.
Yeah.
So
yeah, sunburn.
I remember when you got sunburn on your freaking head, like on the top of your head.
Yeah, I cut my hair real short, and then I got sunburnt on my scalp, and it was like I had the worst dandruff ever. But now my head was just peeling skin.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it was. It was.
You look like a crazy person.
That's another thing. It sucked that you couldn't wear hats in school.
Like for why?
No.
Why?
Like, you weren't allowed to have. We had to have a doctor's note just to have a water bottle.
Why?
Like,
why?
I have to sit through an hour period without a drink, and I don't have time to stop at a water fountain and get a drink before. I have to go
because
8 hours without a drink.
You have to go a freaking half a mile from one side to the other in like 2 minutes.
I have to go I have to go 8 hours on a 2-ounce juice and a 4-ounce chocolate milk. Get out of here! Like, why can't I have a bottle? Like, it don't make sense why you're not allowed having a bottle of water. Like, what do they think?
I wonder if it's like that now.
I don't know. It's a lot different now. People can literally, because remember in school, if you had a little rip in your jeans,
it's over.
You have to go to the nurse and either change or she's putting duct tape over it.
Yeah.
Now I don't think there's rules. You couldn't have.
It's like anarchy.
You couldn't have anything higher than your like elbow. Yeah. You basically had to wear long sleeves the whole time. Until we got into like 8th grade, you weren't allowed wearing shorts during like the month of October to like April.
Yeah,
it was just crazy. We could wear shorts, but girls weren't allowed wearing skirts.
Yeah. I just didn't like the hat thing, bro. Who are you offending? What? Like why?
Well, and another thing is like you could see my face. I'm here every day. Me putting a hat on, you're not gonna know who I am or something. Like, what are we? What? I don't get it. Like,
and the hat's horrible, but if you have your hood up, it's over.
Yeah, that's another thing. You have your hood up.
You're done. I got detention on the last 2 weeks of senior high school. The last 2 weeks, I got detention from not big. He was like strong but small principal, whatever his name was.
Buff.
But yeah, Mr. Buff. Yeah, he was buff. He sure was buff. The last 2 weeks of senior high school, I had my hood up in the cafeteria. It wasn't even class. The cafeteria. He said, "Go see Mr. whatever our principal's name was. You're done. You're getting detention." I said, "For what? You have your hood up." This is the last 2 weeks of school, dog. What? You know who I am. Don't pretend you don't know who I am. Like, what? How am I hurting your feelings? Like, how am I hurting you with my hood up? Leave me alone.
Thinking about
I got
detention.
I got detention, got written up, went to the detention, and they told me to go home. So what? You just want to be an asshole. You just wanted to waste my time. You ripped me up just to write me up and then tell me I didn't have to go to detention. I was mad.
You know what the crazy thing is like in high school, I wasn't like a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
I was like I said a lot of things to. I've said some things that I probably could have got kicked out of school for. But everything I never once had a detention or in school.
I've had a couple detentions.
I never I got written up once in like 6th grade for some dumb stuff. But
I don't know how. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I did the same thing. Me and Mr. John, you would have thought we were mortal enemies.
yeah.
Mortal enemies, but best friends. Because on Monday, we'd be all smiles talking about some new game that came out, hee-hawing, having a good time. Tuesday, I'm telling him, I said, I wish you would try to write me up. Like I told him, I was like, you're not doing anything, Mr. John. Sit down. All right? You're wasting everybody's time talking to me. All right? You only got 10 more minutes of class. Tell us what we need to do. Leave me alone. With your brother. I was with your brother.
Yeah.
He'll vouch. You know, me and Mr. John used to go at it.
It was 8th grade. I had all my classes with Devin at the time, but there was an English teacher, Ms. Barr. I don't know if you ever had her.
I didn't have her, but I remember the name.
She hated me for no reason. But I got good grades. I was at school. She hated me. The one day it was like Devin, there was people in the back. She was like talking and laughing. She looked, I'm sitting here just chilling. She looked straight at me and said, shh. I'm not even talking. She's like, no, be quiet, everyone. I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah, yep.
Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm minding my bit. I'm not allowed. Devin, they're sitting with people that they know. I'm on the other side of the classroom because I'm not allowed being near anybody. Like I'm sitting next to somebody I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Like, and if I even say, "Hey," I'm getting yelled at.
Oh yeah,
that was the only teacher I ever had any problems with.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you. Yeah, again with Mr. John, like I had my work all done because I was like a straight A student, and my leg was outside the desk. It wasn't under the desk. I was done with my work. I'm just like drawing in my notebook. He comes up to me talking about put your leg under your desk and pay attention. Pay attention to what? I'm done. While you're talking, trying to explain what we need to get done, I'm already done with it. He said, put your leg under your desk. I said, who am I bothering? He said, it could trip somebody. Nobody's walking around. You're teaching us something right now. Who's it gonna trip? You? You shouldn't be back here anyways. Go to the front of the class. Like I swear, I'm not like I'm saying this. I said this to him. Like, let's go back and teach. Why are you bothering me right now? I have an A in this class. Go somewhere else. Leave me alone, brother.
I remember the one. It was English class. I won't say who it was or whatever, but this one guy that was in the class, we are all just messing around. He called me the N-word. he was I think light skinned or mixed, but he called me the N-word. And the teacher heard it. He said, "Hey, don't say things like that. That offends me." Teacher's white. The teacher's white. Bro, they got into the biggest thing. How does that offend you? Like, bro, they were going back and forth, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, how? Yeah, like, how? Why are you offended?
Oh yeah,
like, no, that I don't get it at all. Yeah, they can literally wear whatever they want.
Oh yeah.
You weren't allowed to dye in your hair.
Like for what?
Let them have purple hair.
First off, who are you to tell another kid that ain't your kid? I get you're supposed to teach the kids,
yeah,
but stick to teaching. If your parents allowed you to dye your hair, then who is it? You, as a teacher, to tell that kid can't have their hair dyed?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, leave that kid alone. They ain't hurting nobody.
No, it don't. Like, it did not make sense. Like, you couldn't wear like open toe shoes. Like, Why let somebody wear sandals? Why is that a big deal? If somebody wanted to wear flip flops to school, why did it matter? If you had Crocs on and they weren't in 4-wheel drive, you're getting in trouble.
But freaking Miss Edmonston, the math teacher, always walking around with her freaking toes all out. She didn't even have sandals on. She had just bare feet on ground.
So yeah, Tommy, you know where Tommy lives over by where Scott used to live.
Yeah.
There's this bar that's literally right across the street from his house.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. It's a little dive bar.
Yeah.
Every time I go in there with him, she's there.
No way.
Yeah. I walked up to her the one day. I was like, "Do you teach at the high school?" She immediately got nervous.
Oh, I bet. No teacher wants to get caught out.
I was like, "Yeah, bar. I think." And then I said her name. I was like, "Oh, that's you, huh?" She's like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, "Oh," and then, well, she was always like mean, but she seemed nice out in like public. But yeah, she's like that. But she's like, I never thought I'd see anybody that would remember me. I'm like, I remember you.
Oh, I remember you because you made my life hell.
Luckily, I got the.
I remember specifically your freaking ugly ass toes on the ground.
I remember sitting in the back of that classroom because it was me, Danny, and I think Devin was in that class, but it was hell.
Danny would get you in trouble fast.
Yeah.
He'll get you in trouble quick. He loved to yap.
I was a yapper. I yapped a lot, but it's like, I don't know. I see they couldn't really yell because I'd always have my stuff done and I'd have a good grade. So I'm like, why can't let me do what I want?
Yeah.
If I was failing, get on me. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm not failing your class right now. Why do you care?
Yeah, leave me alone.
Like,
for real, like leave me alone. Yeah. I got my shit done. The people I'm talking to, they got their shit done because I helped them get it done.
Yeah.
So leave us alone.
The best part about senior year, man, is so you know how we had the Keystones, right?
Yeah.
And they put me in one of the refresher courses for math.
Mm-hmm.
And like 2 weeks into it, the teacher was like, you know, you kind of know your stuff. Why are you in here? I was like, oh, I didn't pass the Keystones, I guess. She's like, well, let me double check that. Get into it, bro. They give me this whole elective. I passed the Keystone. They messed up.
Wow. So what happened? Did they take you out of it?
I got the choice to stay in the class, but I'd have to do the work, obviously.
Yeah.
Or I could go to the library and work on the study island. It wasn't study island we had, but for the biology.
Yeah.
I never did it.
No.
I mean, I ended up having to do it like 2 weeks after, but it was easy.
Yeah.
But no. So I never had a lick of homework because I had a whole period all year long to just, and the best part about it, it was a period right before lunch. Right before my lunch.
Yeah.
So I could just leave. The library was right next to the lunch too.
Yeah.
So
I was only in there like maybe 3 times my time.
I never like checked a book out of there. Yeah. But I would be on that computer playing cool math.
Cool math, bro.
Senior year was so easy. Like,
oh yeah, it was.
It was just.
Yeah, it was. What level were you? Like 2 or 3?
I was 2.
2.
I was so in 7th grade. They wanted to bump me up to level 3.
Yeah.
But I think my mom was like, yeah, no. Because if he goes up there and starts struggling, it's over. Which I don't think I would have.
Yeah.
But with the way I did things, because I never did homework. I never studied. But somehow I'd ace all the tests.
Yeah.
So I'd do my homework in class. If I didn't get it done in class, I wasn't doing it at home.
If you could, you try to do as much as you can at the end of the day, and then in the morning in homeroom, you're trying to finish it up. But if you can't get it done, it's just not getting done.
Well, that was the good thing about 7th and 8th grade is homeroom. We were with the same people the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like, if somebody had that work,
please, brother, pass it over here. Yeah, man.
But yeah, if I didn't get the homework done in school, I'm not taking homework. like why?
I agree.
Why? And you know what sucks nowadays is the worst thing about everything.
Oh.
They don't get snow days anymore.
Yeah, I used to be up praying on the news.
So if they get a bunch of snow,
Just do it online.
yeah.
That's horrible.
But now even if they get a little bit of snow, they'll do that because they can just do it online.
Yeah.
But it's like, what happened to the days where you could just go sled ride? No, you have to go into school.
Yep.
But the one year we were in school till what, mid-June because of how many snow days we had.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Like that was the one year we almost got to our birthdays.
And then it was getting real frustrating because like we had everything done, but we still had to be there for like 3 weeks. And they tried giving us busy work, and I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, put a movie on.
And they'll be like, well, then you're gonna get an F. You submitted my grades already, brother. Give me the F. Like, it's not gonna change nothing.
Yeah. That's what the end of senior year. I had pretty much already passed accounting 2 or 3 for the year in senior year. I needed like a 20% to pass it.
I loved accounting.
I did love Miss Rasha was a dog.
She was amazing.
But no, I missed like near the end of the year. I missed like 14 days in a row. I just didn't want to go.
Oh my gosh!
And I went back, and then my teachers were like, because I did my senior, I finished the senior project for English. Like pretty much all grades were done. Like I couldn't fail. Yeah. So I just didn't go to school for a little while. And then I came back, and she was like, "Oh, here's all your assignments you missed because everything was online."
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not doing them. And she's like, well, why not? Because we were in class, everybody was on games because it was the last couple weeks, and we didn't have nothing to do. They had all had it done. I was like, I don't have an excuse. They're gonna be zeros anyway.
Yeah,
I'm not doing them.
Not doing.
She's like, please. So I'd pretend like I worked on them, and then she ended up just grading them, and I never even did them. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get a 0 because I didn't have a doctor's excuse. You needed a doctor's excuse after like 10 missed days or something.
If you miss consecutive, it's like 3.
Yeah, but
at one, there's a certain number that once you hit that, no matter what, even if you miss one,
you need a doctor's. Yeah, but or it's zeros that whole day.
Yeah,
or whatever, like big test, or whatever. Yep. I was like, do you remember taking the SAT together? We didn't even know we did, but
yeah,
I was very tired that morning of the SATs, and I'm sitting there, I'm like half asleep. And the worst teacher, the teacher I probably hated the most was our proctor, Mr. Balo.
Oh, yeah.
He was, I was like, I woke up and there was like 20 minutes left in the session. I'm like, I haven't even started this test. I'm sitting there going through it. I think I only ended up scoring like a 900, 980 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not going to college anyway. I don't even know why I took this test.
I only got 1,000.
I got lucky. I just guessed. Because I had to, or I wasn't getting it done.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. High school was a trip, bro. There's definitely, I agree with you. I got away with a lot, but that was for me. That was because I was in sports and stuff. Like they didn't care. I would walk around the halls. Teacher would be like, "What are you doing, Tony?" Like, I'm done with everything in that class, so I'm walking. They'd be like, "Okay."
I did that the last like year or the last 2 weeks of school. There was one class that it was just movies, so I'd just go in and then I'd go walk around and go to different teachers' classes that I was.
Yeah,
they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just doing me. I'd go down to the gym and play basketball with the gym class and stuff.
Oh, that brings me back up because I asked you if you were in 2 or 3. I was gonna say because I was in both before. I started off level 3. But then I asked my counselor, who was also my coach, to go to level 2 because there was just a bunch of family stuff going on. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do sports, get my schoolwork done, and deal with what's going on at home. So I was like, put me down to level 2. He said no. But then when I got my new classes, they were level 2. So I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Level 2 is supposed to be hard or easier than level 3. It was not. Because level 2, they don't really let you do group work together.
No.
And they know. And it makes sense because level 2, a lot of those kids, you get them together, they ain't getting nothing done. They ain't getting nothing done. But like when I went to level 3, it was the same work as level 2,
Yeah.
but we were able to just all do it together.
Yeah.
So, but it kind of sucks though, because you always think like level 3, that's all the smart kids. It's like no, it's the same exact work.
Yeah.
It's just you're allowed to work together on them. So I thought level 2 was
Yeah, in
harder.
level 3 you could take like different classes. Like you weren't allowed taking a language if you were on level 2.
Oh really?
Mhm.
I didn't know that. I didn't have to do it because I was in CTC, but
I didn't get into CTC.
did you want to get into CTC?
I tried. They denied me.
Oh, I didn't even know you could get denied.
Yeah,
I thought you just said I want to do CTC, and they go, all right.
I got denied.
What did you want to do?
I was gonna go for welding, but I got denied
Oh.
because it was welding and then like the construction one or whatever, and I got denied because they say it's based off your grades.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, my grades weren't bad, so why didn't I get in?
Yeah. Was it like a first come first serve thing too?
No, I don't,
No.
because I put in for like 3 different things. I was like, it's like first choice, second choice, third choice. If I can't get into this, I want this. Can't get into this, I want this. But
I do remember that. I don't know if I even chose another 2. I don't think I wanted to do anything other than computer programming.
I just wanted to do it so I didn't have to do school.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't get into it because I tried getting into it in 9th grade because there were some things you could start in 9th grade.
Yeah.
And then didn't. Now I tried getting into the 10th grade.
They're like, nah, brother.
I'm like, why? What? You're gonna have you'll let some kid in that don't come to school.
Yeah.
And
there were some people
failing.
There were some people in CTC that shouldn't have been at CTC. 100%.
I don't. Yeah.
Some straight goofballs. They should not have been there.
I could. So. I might be a welder right now if I would have gotten a CTC.
Yeah, it's true. They stole your life.
They changed
potentially.
It.
Yeah. They altered it.
Oh.
Now you're a mailman. No,
well, I mean, it's not terrible.
You still make good money.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I did not know they denied you. I didn't even think they could deny you.
I didn't think they could either. But it wasn't just me that got denied, too. There was other people that did get denied. But yeah. I have no idea why.
I loved CTC. That was so fun.
Did you know what's crazy is? I feel like we need to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah.
People are real worried about like nuclear war and stuff.
Yeah.
What people are gonna need to be worried about is what is about to happen with everybody's economy. They just put them tariffs on Canada. Canada came back and did the same thing to us.
Yeah, that's what. Well, that's that's what they said they were going to do.
You know how much? If you want to,
Canada, we get a lot of our alcohol from Canada, so alcohol might be going up.
So, thank God I drink Miller. I think Miller's made in America. I pray.
Yeah,
Miller, but like a lot of liquors and wine is from Canada. So it's like a bottle. I don't know if Crown is from. It might be. I don't know.
I think it said like 60-something%.
Yeah,
was from.
So
Canada.
Instead of paying $40 for a bottle of Crown, it's gonna be like $80.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to lock into some American liquor.
That's usually what I do anyway. I drink Captain.
Tito's. I wonder if Tito's is American.
I don't know.
You were a Tito man.
I was.
You should have been sponsored by Tito's.
I mean Barstool. They make that Pink Whitney and.
Oh, Pink Whitney.
It's by Amsterdam, so I don't know what that is.
Probably from Amsterdam. No,
New Amsterdam though. So. But it's like
it's
Barstool.
A lot of people have been like taught, like they say, like we want something to change, and that's what's happening. It's just
it's either going to be good or bad.
It's changing fast, and a lot of people fear change in general. And so when every day you wake up and you see that a new bill has been signed, or we're doing this, or someone just got hit with 25% tariffs.
Yeah.
There's like people are freaking out.
When's the last time that happened? When's the last time there was tariffs?
It was since the last time Trump was president. So he put tariffs on China.
So it's who knows what's about to go down.
It's crazy. Yeah.
He promised this, and he's
Yeah,
doing it so fast.
yeah, there's nothing he's not like. People are like freaking out about what he's doing. He said exactly what he was going to do if he got elected, and he's doing all of it right now.
Yeah.
He's probably done more promises than any other president, but people are freaking out
And
because
he's
some of
only
them
been in.
promises.
He's only been in for what 2 weeks,
Yeah,
if that. Like,
yeah, he's doing a lot. Whether if you agree with it or not, he's doing what he said he was going to do.
yeah,
And I don't know if it's good or bad. It's just you have to see what comes out of it.
yeah. We don't know what really is going to be
I
that
don't
bad or
know.
not.
I don't know if he's trying to do like kind of like an economic war, and he's just like, well, we can outlast any other country, so they're going to have to listen to us eventually. Like maybe we have to struggle for a year, and then they will lose, and then that's when we blow up. Or I have
That's
no
the
idea.
thing. What happened is people in Canada are nervous because like 50-60% of what supports Canada is what comes from the United States.
Yeah,
And it's like, what's
yeah.
going to happen? People are saying that they're going to just fade out as a country.
Yeah, well, and they threatened because of the whole tariff thing. They threatened that they would stop giving us energy, but with opening up all these like oil and stuff that like that, and with the whole situation going on with TikTok, like if we did the TikTok deal and we got 50% of TikTok, that gives us more than how much we pay them for energy. We pay them like 170 billion, I think, to get 20% of the energy that we need. If we get TikTok, we're getting $500 billion. So there's not like there's threats and they could put tariffs on us, but it's not really like it's gonna hurt for a while for the alcoholics.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't know if I've ever
much.
bought anything that was made in Canada. China though, yeah, everything.
Oh,
But,
everything's,
I don't know if I've ever bought anything made in Canada that I know of, because obviously there's certain things in like a car maybe, but it's like that's the thing. There's gonna be certain cars that skyrocket and other cars are gonna stay the same. It's like nobody's gonna buy that car.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, his plan with the whole tariffs is like trying to get like because we're talking about Canada, get Canadian businesses to build their businesses in America, and that way it increases jobs and it makes us stronger and stuff like that. But you know, that takes time. You know, you could tax them whatever you want, but it's still going to take a business a hot minute to find the property they want, buy the property, build the building that they're going to build, find the employees.
they
Like,
should have been looking as soon as Trump said that, because they should have known if he win, it's happening. Like,
yeah,
he's gonna. I don't know how long it's gonna last, and I don't know, because Trump said if Canada retaliates, it's jumping to 50%.
yeah,
And they did. So are they going to jump tariffs up to 50%? That's wild.
which is crazy. Like you would think, like no, he wouldn't do that, but
he
Trump.
will.
It's Trump. He will do that.
People didn't think he was actually going to do the 25% on them.
Yeah,
and if it wasn't going to be for a while. It started like yesterday.
Yeah, February. He said.
I think they officially go into effect Tuesday.
He said it like on the third day of like when he became the president. He was like, "Yeah, it'll probably be the beginning of February. I'll probably hit those tax." Well, February came and I wake up and there it is. He did it.
Yeah,
He did it.
I
don't know. There's a lot going on. I don't know if it's good or bad.
I don't really understand much of it, to be honest with you. I'm not I don't really know what the tariffs are going to. I mean, it might make gas prices go up for a little while.
The thing with tariffs is like if it works very well. But if it doesn't, it hurts bad. Like there's no just like it's there, but it's not really changing anything. No, tariffs change. Like it does. It moves one way or the other. If they retaliate and they keep adding tariffs on us, then then it's an economic war. Essentially, you just keep battling back and forth. But if they're like, all right, we get it. We'll build like lower the tariffs a little bit, but we'll start building businesses. Then obviously, then everything works out. But either way, this whole year, we're not going to get the results for this year. tariffs built, getting buildings or businesses built in America, that takes time. So we'll see. I don't like to judge before I see the outcome, and I'm not smart enough to think that I know what their plan is.
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna do.
There's people out there smarter than me, so I'm just gonna hope that they know what they're doing, and then we're gonna see if they actually know what they're doing.
Yeah.
At the end of the in the next year or so, we'll see. We got our hostages back though.
They keep bringing more.
We had American hostages. They were over there for freaking years. Nothing was happening. We literally day like 3. He was like, "Yep, we signed it." Or no, we didn't sign anything, but we were like, "We're getting our hostages back." And I think either today or yesterday, they're back in America now.
I know it's a lot going on,
and we just blew up freaking ISIS.
Yeah, and almost the whole military is at the Mexican border right now about to fight the cartel. So that's we're about to find out.
Yeah, but
because they were shooting at Border Patrol.
Yeah, but they should have been not green lighted, because that's like a freaking slang term. But they should have been on some type of list the entire time. Yeah. The cartel, all they do is just bring in drugs and a whole bunch of illegal guns and all kinds of stuff that shouldn't be over here. So
no, stuff's about to get real.
About to get real ugly for sure. I said I would want to move to Texas. I don't think
not
I
right
want to
now.
be in Texas right now.
Anywhere along that border would be kind of, maybe you'd have to be a little bit nervous, because I don't know if they care down there. If they see an American, you're dead.
Yeah, I
don't know if that's the way they're going to think or not, because I don't know.
Well, I'm curious on what Mexico is going to do, since that they're the cartel is considered a terroristic group. I wonder if that forces Mexico to handle it. But the cartel basically runs Mexico. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do not know, and I don't pretend to know. I'm just gonna watch and see what happens.
Yeah, and just hope gas goes down.
It's
not going to.
Hope electricity goes down. For me,
yeah, your electricity bill's gonna be $700. Yeah. Just get a little what's it called? Get some solar panels.
What? When I moved to North Carolina, maybe not at the very beginning, because I'm already going to drop a shit ton of money, but I would like to put solar panels on the house.
Yeah, people say it's worth it. So
it wasn't back in the day, before we were adults, it wasn't worth it because they're so expensive. But every year they come up with some new research about solar panels that make it so much cheaper and viable and easier to make. So yeah, I definitely will have solar panels on my roof at one point. Because why? It's just, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
it's smart to do. I feel like that should be almost government, any new building that gets made, the government should have incentive so that you can put solar panels on top of the roofs.
Yeah, I see some dude. I think it was the guy I work with. I can't remember who said it, but it was about the reusable bags, like the Target ones. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Grocery. It takes 500 uses out of one of them to equal one plastic, saving one plastic bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is it really even worth it?
No. And they make you pay for the stupid thing.
Yeah.
And then you forget it or you lose it.
You know what the place was to go?
For another one.
Remember, have you ever been to Save-A-Lot?
Yeah.
Where they don't use bags, they just have empty boxes from the stuff they've stocked that you use that as your bags.
Yeah.
That was low key one of the smartest things ever.
Yeah. What Aldi's does that?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in an Aldi.
Yeah, Aldi's does that. You don't get a bag.
No.
So if you don't come with your own bag, sometimes they have boxes, but you just cooked. But yeah, no, I think that was smart. And then you have something to burn in the fireplace. Bunch of cardboard.
Something to start a fire with, but you never have any firewood.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that's just, anytime I've ever went somewhere and been or somebody said, let's have a fire. It's where like nobody ever has firewood.
There's always like one dude that's just constantly going in the woods finding things.
Unless like up at when we're Scott and like at Scott at Dawn's,
Yeah,
Pappy just had firewood
unlimited.
for days, but he had a wood burner, so that made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I would actually like. I think with a fire right now would like ease my soul.
Yeah, well, there's one right there.
Yeah,
Not keeping my feet warm.
Or just like a little weekend camping trip.
We're going like as soon as it gets nice out, we're going.
I need it.
I want it. We should just rent a cabin up in Racetown for
like $200.
Yeah, and it's some of them sleep 8 people. Like $5 a person. Yeah. That's the only place around here you can get a cabin and drink.
Yeah,
because it's the only one place it's not state game land.
We can't drink no more.
Well, DC.
Besides occasions, I guess that would be occasion if we drink in.
But it's not going to be warm out until I guess we're not to go until July. So,
yep, can't drink until we get to our weight.
It's going to be tough. I'm going to have to stop coming here,
and then we're not going to be able to drink as much because one, we stopped drinking for the freaking 6 months, and then 2, we're going to be 40 or 50 pounds lighter.
Hopefully,
or we're going to be looking real ugly.
Oh my god, I have to log in, man.
I need to see it.
I will go and get liposuction. I mean, it don't matter how we lose the weight, as long as we lose it. I'll take a machete and just cut my stomach off.
Yeah, I would like. I know when we were kids and stuff, like we always said like that's, and I do agree. Like you should still try to lose weight naturally and all that, but like if you're 300 pounds, 400 pounds, that Ozempic shit and all that, who are you actually trying to prove to try to do it naturally? If you need to use that shit, use it.
Yeah. I don't know.
To get to a good point and then get off of it all.
You want to hop on? You want to get on Ozempic?
Well, no, I already know I can do it myself. I don't need no assistance.
The only thing that scares me with that stuff is it really can mess up your stomach.
Yeah.
And my stomach already it's like sometimes like it's unpredictable, really.
Yeah, but like I used to be real against. It's just whatever makes you happy, bro. Like I mean, for me personally, I'm not doing creatine. I'm not doing it.
No, yeah, I get.
But if someone wants to do creatine because it makes them look a little, bigger, do what you want. Just do what you want, bro.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't tell someone to go on steroids because that like reduces your life.
Oh yeah, steroids is different than creatine though. Creatine's the most studied supplement ever.
Yeah.
And but yeah, people use it. People don't. The only thing with creatine though is if you just stop working out, you're losing all that muscle a lot faster.
And it causes more like loose skin, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it pulls the water from different parts of your body to get water into your muscles faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I get like people are built differently. For me, like, thank God I'm blessed and I'm not even hyping myself up. Like I got good genes where I don't need any of that like assistance. I go to the gym. If I hit it hard for like 1 month, I'm already seeing changes. Like I'm already increasing weights and stuff like that. But some people can go to the gym for months and only be able to increase like 5 pounds. And for those people who like struggle to either lose weight, but they've been busting their ass, yeah, get your little assistance. Talk to your doctor.
It's really all about how you eat, though.
It is.
I'm just gonna start starving myself. That might be what it comes to. I might have to lose 40 pounds in a month. I'm gonna go on a 30-day fast.
We're gonna be on the episode the day when we're like weighing ourselves, and you're gonna look sickly,
and I'm still not gonna hit 225.
You're like, I lost 25 pounds in a week.
Yeah, I'll be throwing up.
Oh my goodness.
You know what's supposed to help you get back on track?
What?
3-day fast.
A 3-day fast, yeah. I used to do that a lot where Not the fast in the sense where you just don't eat anything at all.
Yeah.
But I would eat only one meal, and I would make sure that meal was calorie deficient. And that's it. No matter how hungry I am, I can only eat once. No snacks, not even a pickle. Pickles aren't even calories. No
That's
pickle,
my
no nothing.
problem, bro.
Snacking.
Snacking, hungry. I get bored. I eat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that's my thing too.
Well, that's about it.
That's that.
Just about. I don't know how long the first half was.
It was 17 minutes.
All right, then yeah, we're way past it.
And at 57 minutes. So yeah. But yeah, man. So
Good luck.
things are coming. We gotta bust our ass. I'm sure we'll be talking about it as we go through it and where we're at.
You're gonna look at me next week. I'm gonna be like,
shaking. Yeah. But if you guys made it this far, pray for us, because we're about to go on a freaking journey.
yeah. Hopefully.
Please like and subscribe. Leave any comments if you're trying to give any suggestions on how we can do this in a healthy way instead of starving ourselves.
Yeah.
But all right.
That we won't listen to probably, but
We'll see you on the next episode.